Okay, so on the screen I have a 3D survey loaded, and so now what I'm going to do is add a well to this 3D survey. So you go in the top to the menu wells, go go add wells, and then this window comes up saying edit well data. And so I've put in my well name. This is just an example one, so I'm just going to call it test, and number just 111 if you've got a well number. The elevation of your borehole, so mine is 290, and what is it relative to? Mine is relative to the ground level. What are your location units? So I've got mine in UTM, so I'm going to take it from Excel and paste it over here, my X and Y. You can also do it in decimal degrees. This here surface elevation is the same as my elevation. Total depth, how deep is your borehole? So mine is 1,200 meters. And over here, your UWI is your unique well identifier number. If you don't have a number, you have to put something in. So I just put in a number unique to my borehole. And then bottom hole location, this is if you've got a deviated borehole, and the bottom of the borehole location is different to the surface location, so you'd put that in. And then you'd put in the start depth and the end depth. So this is a measured depth, so start 0, end depth 1,200. As far as I understand, your total depth and end depth would be the same. And so this is your measured depth, so it's 0 depth at the surface at 290 meters elevation. And this is the basic, so you'd click OK. And I wish to save the changes, yes, and you can see it's shown up on my server here as this dot. And if I now go wells and edit wells and well data, it shows up here all of the information I've put in. And then I'm going to go to the top here and go formation tops, and I'm actually going to list formation tops within my borehole. Very important is to pay attention to what depth values you're putting in. Usually it's MD, which is measured depth values. So like I said, that means 0 is at the surface, and then your depth values are increasing from there. TVD and elevation reference and seismics are relative to either the actual elevation or relative to the seismic datum that you are using. So I'm going to keep on as a measured depth, and I click on add. And you can see here I've already got a shale layer loaded. So this is one of the formation tops that I'm going to be using. I'll show you now how to change this. So I'm going to put in a value of 1,200. Oh, sorry, let me make that 500. And let's click add. And you can see I want a second layer, but there's nothing here. So for now, let me put in 1,200, and let's go change this. So I'm going to click OK, click OK again, and I go tops, formation top management, and you can see I've already got the shale here, but now I want to create a second one that says basement, and I just want to change the color so it's easy to see, and I click OK, and I put an abbreviation. I'm just going to put BM, and I click OK. And so now I'm going to go back to edit wells and edit well data, and there's my well listed. I go back to formation tops here, and now you see when I click this down, I've now got a second option, and as soon as I click on it, it says here basement. And then you click OK, and let's see what it looks like on our seismic section. So I'm going to right click here, on my seismic data, display cross line. I'm going to zoom in, and you can see it's not showing me anything. And let's move up to the next line along. We're not seeing anything. And then this is very often because you need to go up here to wells and borehole display options. And so this is how far away from a line your borehole must be for it to actually display on that line. So my value I've got here is 5, which is very small, so let's change it to 300, and you can see straight away my borehole pops up. Here's the name at the top, here's my shale formation top, and my basement is down here. You can see the different colors, and in all honesty, these formation drops are not actually accurate for this area, but you would hope that they would line up with strong seismic reflectors if there's an acoustic impedance contrast across them. And so this is how you use Kingdom Suite to add boreholes to your seismic survey.